Navigating our finances with faith can sometimes feel like a complex puzzle, especially when we consider our commitment to giving. Many of us want to honor God with our resources, but a common question arises regarding our income. Should we use our gross pay or our net pay when calculating our tithe? When deciding between gross income and net income for tithing, many Christians and biblical finance teachers generally recommend using your gross income. This means calculating your tithe based on the total amount you earn before any taxes, insurance premiums, or other deductions are taken out. The primary reason behind this guidance is rooted in the biblical principle of giving from our first fruits. This concept emphasizes giving God the very best, the initial portion, and the freshest harvest, rather than what is left over after other expenses. Tithing from gross income reflects a commitment to honor God with the entirety of what He provides, making Him the priority in your financial stewardship before other obligations or desires come into play. It is a tangible way to express trust and acknowledge that all provision ultimately comes from Him. For those seeking to implement this, the practical steps are straightforward. Start by identifying your total compensation before any withholdings. If you receive a regular paycheck, this is usually labeled as your gross pay. For self-employed individuals, it would be your total revenue before business expenses or personal taxes are deducted. You can then calculate 10% of that amount. This approach simplifies the calculation and consistently upholds the first fruits principle, regardless of how many deductions might appear on your pay stub each period. Considering tithing as a deliberate act of worship and obedience can transform your perspective. When you choose to tithe from your gross income, you are actively demonstrating faith that God will meet your needs with the remaining 90%. It is a powerful statement that your giving is not dependent on what is left over, but rather it is a foundational act of gratitude and trust, placing God at the very beginning of your financial decisions. This spiritual discipline fosters a deeper reliance on divine provision. Ultimately, choosing to calculate your tithe from your gross income is a proactive step in practicing generous giving and faithful stewardship. It aligns your financial actions with the biblical principle of first fruits, reinforcing your trust in God's provision and strengthening your journey of managing money with faith for a better future.
If this blesses you, like, subscribe, and grow your faith with us.